talking about the new era. And I think I will just introduce myself, and then we'll dive in. First of all, I'm Natalie. I'm a Lightworker mentor, and I help Lightworkers who have already started their journey to rise into their powers, to understand their mission and unlock what is remaining, maybe unknown or unclear about the journey. And it's totally normal to feel like that the mission is not fully mastered, that, hello everyone on Facebook, that that the mission doesn't feel complete, because it won't feel complete. And even though you were super sure about your powers, about your abilities, about how you were meant to share your magic with the world, if your process was clear, if you didn't feel you needed any kind of updates, at this point it's becoming outdated, irrelevant. Energies are changing so much at this point that it's hard to maintain a very subtle or very contained description of what you're doing. At this point, your mission, or the way you define yourself as a light worker, will change on a monthly basis. So maybe not the words you use to describe yourself, but the energies you're working with. So be mindful of this. Be mindful of the fact that right now energies are so powerful, are so inviting us to shift and change and adapt current energies so often that restricting yourself and the way you describe yourself with a few words, with a system, with a process, with a description, actually could hinder your evolution. So I have actually also gone through a massive upgrade. My upgrade was not from the root. My mission remains the same, but I kind of narrowed down who I want to work with. That's how I have, answered the calling of these new energies activating me. But also the way I work, working less all over the place with different elements, and deciding, okay, taking my time, diving deeper into the current energies, rather than saying these energies probably will last only a month or two, so maybe I should not adapt my content, to align with these energies. At this point, I feel, and tell me how you feel, but I do feel that whatever I share, whatever I receive, must impact and influence what I share with people. And I invite you to feel this. I invite you to feel this way. I invite you to keep an open mind and an open heart. The new era we are entering, and this conversation is right on point. We have entered another phase of this awakening end of June. And this kind of transitional steps are, when you actually leave the old energy portal and enter the new one, will last probably until mid-September. So it means between now and mid-September, you will feel super activated, excited, drained. It will still feel like a big up and down unless you remember what we're saying right now and you're aware that, okay, humanity is also responding to these energies. So the way they respond impact the collective field. So energies will be activating. You will witness people on the streets even more. But what I sense was different is their way of speaking about it. Of course, different countries, different cultures, different state of life. So some are really going from feeling not respected to going to the basic human rights. Some have, let's say, acceptable human rights. All they want is to be heard. So depending where you are in the world, let's say that the energy around protests and wording out how the community feels might appear different. But you will feel that people are more articulate around what they're fighting for. It's less, this is not right, You should not do that to us. You lied to us. And it's turning into, okay, at this point, nothing is changing. You guys, government, power, family, community, boss, whatever community you belong to, it will be more, okay, you're not really promoting the change or pushing the change the way we want it, us, community, group. So we're starting to ask, okay, this is clearly what you want. We want. Can you provide it? Because if you can't, we're going to build it for us. This is what is unfolding energetically, vibrationally speaking, in the world. Lightworkers are impacted by this. This is why you will still feel the ups and downs of the collective energy. But for you specifically, Lightworkers, you will be more conscious of this new era we're entering. You will observe people being, again, clearer around what they want to access, what they want to experience. They're wording things with more details, with more precisions. In that, as a light worker, you will feel more attuned, more grounded with these energies. They'll be less rebellious with aggressiveness, less violent. So that is appeasing in a certain way for us light workers. But again, you're on a different trajectory. You're on a different line, not specifically timeline, but a dimensional space. So whatever is happening outside might impact you, but it won't orient your trajectory. It won't be the main guide. You will always keep a certain distance. So for lightworkers, this new era is an era of acceptance and an understanding that the new phase has started. This new phase is something we talked about for a while. Light embodiment, light empowerment, not responding to the system, to the world, to whatever the masses are fighting for. It doesn't mean we're leaving them. We're saying, well, you guys are fighting for your own thing. Me, I'm a light worker. I'm a few steps ahead. This is not the approach we're invited to have. We're invited to observe with a distance. And a while ago, I talked about the two main timelines. There's a multitude of timelines, but there are two main ones, and they look like a funnel. Meaning as we evolve, they're getting, further away from, one another. Like they're really, eventually we won't see the turmoil. We won't see those who are really holding on to the system. So we are on this one, which I call creative consciousness or evolving consciousness, conscious evolution. And we are there. Lightworkers are on this one. So we still see what's on the other side. The masses fighting for their rights. The masses wondering why the system is failing them. Why there had been so many lies. Us, we know. We observe. We celebrate any kind of awareness rising from the masses. But we continue. So there will be one point very, very soon where whatever is happening in the masses do not impact us mentally, emotionally, and energetically. You will be aware, but it will be kind of a distant movement, because us light workers were meant to really embody light and be less worried about the groundwork. And when I say groundwork, it's more fighting to remain in control of the system, not losing what was built. And out of this system, you will see so many people who will jump on board and come to us and ask us, okay, you know what? I'm intrigued. What are you doing? What is a psychic ability? So the new era is something you will feel in your body more than in your mind as a concept. You will feel that you're less emotionally attached to what's happening on the other timeline. Even if what is happening could be disturbing, you won't feel as much distracted. and feel okay. It's fine to be distracted from time to time, but emotionally you will feel less responsible, because the light workers have a mission of service. We're here to help people awaken to their divine self, to their light frequency, whatever modality you use, whatever way you invite people in. This is what we're here for. And we have gone through a period where, mainly since 2024, where we have been destabilized. I have experienced it. You guys have experienced it, because everything felt new. We went into some kind of crisis mode all over the world, and we were scared it would take us to extremes. And at this point, there will be extremes, but extremes on both sides. Extremes on dismantling, but also extremes on how the light is coming through. The light, you know what means the light, how I would define the light. Light is more energies activated in you, more clarity around your mission, more power update. And when I say power, I'm talking about, intuitive abilities. It's a constant upgrade every day. If you can accept that, and today we will dive into this, we will dive into acceptance of the new frequencies. If you can actually, and like language is coming through, but if you can actually accept the fact that nothing will remain stable, definitely nothing, if you compare to 2022, even though we understand during the COVID era, we cannot say we felt safe, but still, it was kind of there was a hope that we would all heal from this. There, we don't know. It could go everywhere and anywhere. So we're not going back to this. And actually what is happening is creating pockets of, I should say more portals opening around the planet. So these doors, these little pockets of it's more entry points, from higher dimensions into our dimension, and they can just infuse more light into our reality. And this is what is happening right now. You may feel it when you meditate. You may feel it when you work with people. Have you noticed this? I'm just checking Facebook as well. Have you noticed that when you work, whatever your modality is, do you feel that you have more impact on people in less time? And if you're not practicing or you're building something, do you feel that clarity comes to you faster? It doesn't mean that everything is clear, like your mission may shift, your powers will continue to grow, but do you sense that? And it's okay if it's a yes or a no. I don't want to impose an answer, but do you feel like more, let's summarize it this way. Do you feel more information is coming to your awareness, whether you fully understand it or not? That's the question. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you, those who are watching on Facebook. Feel free to comment too. You're with me here. We're on Zoom. Those who want to join us on Zoom. So, my question to yes, I can see that. Wonderful. My question, do you feel safe in this new energy? Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe? Do you feel hopeful? And do you feel excited? And you can say yes or no. You can say, yeah, I'm excited, but I don't feel safe. Or I'm safe, but I don't feel excited. Yes to all. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Because yes, I'm home here, Nilam says, mostly. Okay. We will have to get used to uncertainty, but the 3D uncertainty. It doesn't mean safety on the planet for most of us. I know for some people it's not the case. But those who have the time, who have the energy and the will to be of service because their life is not at risk, if you feel safe and excited about what's coming up, we will carry that energy in us. It's it's coded in us. We just emanate this energy outside in whatever we do. Even if we doubt, we still hold the frequency because we receive it, because we have opened our channels. We have opened our inner portals, our heart center. So whatever we worked on for the past years led us to here and now, the new phase. I call it the new era. Other people might call it differently, but the new era will be an era of light embodiment, empowerment, and really sovereignty, strong confidence around your powers. Even if one day it's not working as planned, it will feel like, I don't mind, I trust tomorrow. And that will be a big victory for us light workers. We're so sensitive to whatever is happening around us. Family, world, clients, we're so sensitive to their ups and downs, triggering our own ups and downs. So answer the calling of being, of knowing that this is going to unfold like that for a while. But what you can expect if you embrace this magic is really to feel less and less destabilized by everything happening outside. And that's going to be your strength. That's going to be your way of holding your frequency. And when you hold your frequency, not to become perfect, not to become immune to what is happening in the world, it's not even neutrality. It's observing, absorbing, knowing what's happening, and at the same time, continue on. Straight ahead, knowing that you have a mission, and this mission is so deeply anchored within you and activated on a regular basis by light coming in that nothing can take you away from this mission, because this mission, it's a cellular mission. It's a coded mission. So instead of me speaking more about that, I just invite us to experience this and see where we're at right now. I'm with you in this. I receive information about this new era. I know it's going to change us. It's going to change the way we work as light workers. Some light workers might even completely shift. Realize that's it. I'm done with sound healing. I'm going with channeling. I'm done with writing. I'm doing this. Those of you who haven't fully embodied their mission of service might be more confused. I'll tell you why. Because you have received a mission, let's say a few years ago, and you just tackled it a little bit. You did not fully immerse yourself in it. So a part of you feels like, but I haven't finished the first layer of my mission. I haven't done it, and now something else is emerging. So you might feel the confusion if you don't feel you have really immersed yourself fully in the primary part of your mission, the first part of your mission. There's many ways to do this. Either you try to complete this part, you jump in, even if it only lasts a month, you do it. Again, it's like, it's like many layers, accepting step 1 before doing step 2. But they're saying, as I'm speaking right now, they're saying that the more you wait, the more you will feel frustrated if you don't embody the first layer of your mission. But at one point, the first layer won't align anymore. Energies will want you to completely embody something different or blend things. So it's just a discomfort we receive when we don't fully enter the mission. And this could happen in a year from now. You could say, hey, I have embodied phase 2. I'll give an example. You felt you were a channeler and your main mode of channeling was intuitive writing. You did not fully embody this. So now comes phase 2, and phase 2 is not specific on a date. You probably felt it a while ago. Phase 2, you feel drawn, curious, called to channel verbally. Writing is starting to excite you a bit less. But if you haven't fully embodied the first layer, the first writing component of channeling, your mind will feel like, well, am I really ready to jump on phase 2? There's a component of not regrets, but mentally feeling that you haven't completed phase 1. So if you are in that phase, meaning you don't feel that you have done everything you were invited to do in the previous years, just do it for a month or two. Do it for a month or two. Remember, we are transitioning from the previous era to the second era of Lightworker, which is rapid, accelerated, powerful. We have until September. Again, don't worry, it's not like a specific date. It will continue to evolve in power. But if you still regret not having finished something you were called to do, you have a few months, but don't wait. It's not something like we turn a page and then the previous chapter is over. We say goodbye. It's not that quick. So you can finish the previous chapter. But right now we are turning the page. I am with you turning the page. I know more or less what is on the other page, but do I know the complete following chapter? I don't. So try to complete it. And if you don't worry. Life will take you to chapter 2 either way. But the mind might question, did I miss out on something? It's not your energetic body. Your energy field just follows. Your body follows whatever is the strongest energy. Mental energy is far from being the strongest guide into our everyday life. Far from it. But it can slow you down. But it could make you doubt about whether you have completed a phase and you are worthy of the next phase. It's just a mental concept. You are. It's happening anyways. Yes, Meg says on Facebook, excited but not always safe for you. Interesting, Meg, if you're still here, tell me what you mean by not feeling safe. Do you not feel safe because the world appears to not be safe? Or you're not safe in your environment, or you're not safe sharing your magic? Like, is it more an internal insecurity or an external insecurity? I'm curious. Reading here on Zoom. Interesting, because I feel like something else will be emerging. I just don't know what yet. Yeah, welcome to this transitional space. I have been in this phase for the past 2 years. It's hard for me to even put dates on it because I became aware of it only a few months ago. I knew something was meant to change, but because I didn't know what, I was obviously working with the same tools and working the same way with, the same processes. Has it changed that much? No. But I didn't feel as confident to show up because I was like, okay, I'm feeling less excited about what I'm doing, how I present myself. But since I don't know how I'm supposed to do it, what do I do in between? So for me personally, I kept showing up with what I knew, and I would include as much as I could any kind of new updates coming in. And they were tiny. They were like, okay, talk about, for me, the big thing was receiving information about the collective energies, like really energy forecasts that could go months and years ahead. That was new. But I was like, oh my God, it means like I'm changing my mission. Like suddenly, I'm not an activator of intuitive powers anymore. So I just slowly added that to the multidimensional Lightworker community, and sometimes in writing on Facebook. So I didn't completely push away what I was doing. It would have been way too radical for me because I didn't want to end up with nothing. I liked what I did, not as much as before, but what was coming in felt so exciting. I was not mastering it, but it was there. I could not deny it. So I would say slowly transition, And I can tell you, you do receive insights of what is coming. You may not have the full picture. The only way to get the full picture is really to enter a deep trance and a deep connection with your higher self. When you do that, and it was hard for me sometimes to do it on my own, so I had to write, I had to use different ways of channeling. I even actually worked with one channeler, a colleague of mine, just to unlock something. And there, I had a bit more details, but you won't be revealed more of what you can do until you're ready. And I think I wrote on Substack a long articles. I love Substacks because I can write forever there. But I'll check Facebook too. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. It's hard to let in what you don't know, but you are receiving details. Every day you're receiving details. And if you let them go, saying, you're not clear, I'm not including you in my life, you're creating frustration. You're creating tension in the body. The body will answer, will reply to this refusal, this rejection of what's coming in. Your body is the first intuitive tool. It receives way before your mind understands this is an upgrade. So tune into the body and allow the information to come in. And you have to do it step by step. Meg says, it's more internal. Well, I hope, Meg, what I just said, I know there's a little delay between Zoom and Facebook, but I hope what I said helps you. Feeling unsafe is exactly connected to Lisa's question. I know something new is there and I know it's supposed to be good, but it's hard, and as you said, it's difficult to trust. I can only give my example and those I work with. And some of my clients I have worked with for years and have, after many years in my vortex, decided to go on their own. They're clear right now. They're doing their thing. Some people have worked with me for 3 months, then that's it, they're clear. Some people took a few years. That's okay. What I'm trying to mean by this, there's no specific timing that is really defined for the whole Lightworker community. It's whatever you need, whatever time you need. But what I can tell you is that every time you accept an upgrade and you embody it, and how do we embody an upgrade? Well, we integrate the information in our life. And if we're not sure about it, we write about it. We ask about it. It's connected to self-confidence as well. But if you trust your higher self is also there to support your growth, your expansion, then at one point you have to jump in. You have to say, I have no proof that what I'm receiving will lead to a final big awakening where everything will be clear. Well, I'll share my magic and I'll get so many clients, my mission will be clear. It's not written in a contract that clearly. But if you trust that your jump, your action, the actions you take will reveal more, then you're safe. Because this is the recipe. There's only one recipe, to be honest with you. And the recipe is, I receive an insight from a bird, from a word, from a session with somebody, from an activation, from a coincidence, a synchronicity. If you listen to it, you try to decipher it the best you can, and you ask yourself, what kind of action is hinted through this insight, intuitive guidance? Okay, if you follow it, the next guidance, the next sign will complete the first one. And every time you receive a sign, more information will be contained in it. So from one bird to one word, you will receive a sentence. And it will continue to grow. And it will grow only if you trust that if you take action on the first sign, you will automatically receive more. It's incremental. It's trust me, I'll give you more. This is what it is, really. And I hope it makes sense. Your body's trying to get your attention right now. Well, then let's listen to it. Wonderful. Are we ready to dive in? I want you to feel how the new era is for you. It's a little incursion in the experience. Either way, doesn't matter. We're all entering the new era. It's not. We're just helping our bodies, helping our minds understand what's happening, because we're humans and we have a tendency not to fully trust the process. So if we can have some clarity around that, it's good. And if ever you like what you're seeing, you like this type of experience, I will post that and you will receive an email, but I have open one-on-one work. And if you're not sure how I could help you, or if you're not sure what kind of container I have group containers, audio containers, video containers, and one-on-one containers, then just give me a call. Just book a call and I'll help you. But right now what we're experiencing is similar to what we have in the multidimensional Lightworker community. It's activations connected to the current moment. And you also have the Lightworker frequency portal on Telegram. Something similar in a shorter format and audio format only. I'll give you the link. You'll check whatever resonates with you. But now I think we're ready to go. So I invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes, beautiful ones. And if you're seated, let your feet touch the ground. If you're lying down, it's fine. But make sure your body is not experiencing tension, okay? Make sure that you're relaxed, completely relaxed. And I invite you to take a deep breath in and release completely through the mouth. Beautiful. With every breath, you're allowing your physical vessel to drop down. Drop down into your seat, into your bed, onto the floor. If you are on the floor, so deeply that you feel that your energy, this energy that flows in your body, is really going inward, outside your body, beneath your body, into the ground. You inhale energy and you allow your body to go deeper, deeper into the soil, into the earth. Every inhale allows a part of you to rise into a dimension where every information is pure clarity. You know, you trust, you let in. With every exhale, a part of you is going within our planet. You're a light worker. You're a multidimensional being. You're made out of light. You receive light constantly, but you're also a physical being. You're made of flesh. You're made of earth energy. And you want to connect with her. You want to feel grounded, anchored into this life, this reality. So let's continue our breathing cycle and remember, inhaling allows you to rise. Exhaling allows you to ground yourself. And yes, you can do both. This is part of the next phase. Feeling energetically elevated and deeply grounded. Let's do this independently now. through this process, your body is learning to adapt. The new era is actually a higher frequency entering our reality. For those who have done some awakening, or let's say spiritual, energetic expansion work, this feels like an elevation. This feels like an expansion and access to so much more information, to so much more powers. For those who are starting their journey, this new frequency is triggering healing. For most of us, lightworkers, it's both. We feel that the more we rise, the deeper we go. The more we rise, the deeper we go. We have been programmed to believe that there's your higher self, there are the guides, there's your energy field, there's your physical self, there's the heart, there's the soul, there's the ground, there's always a sense of separation, which is also limited by the vocabulary, the way we try to describe the experiences. But this new era that will last at least a decade to really embody this era completely, and we're just at the beginning of it. This era is all about light embodiment, feeling strongly, happily human, and at the same time embracing your ability to contact and work with alternate realities or interdimensional wisdom. The concept of connecting to something else is slowly dismantling the energies or the collectives or Christ energy or an archangel. Yes, these names, we name them because they have a specific message. They hold a specific frequency. But very soon, dear lightworkers, you won't name them anymore. It will just be you. I am Christ consciousness. I am Archangel Michael. I am my higher self. I am the energy of the Arcturians. I am. You will feel instantaneously the embodiment of these energies with the message they have to carry and the energies they want to share with humans through you, through your words, through your mission, through your work, through your mission of service. These are words, but this is a frequency that words cannot fully describe. So allow these words to activate this inner knowing. I am Archangel Michael. I am the energies of the Pleiades. I am a being of Atlantis. I am my past lives. I am my future selves. I have the answers to the questions I need to have answered. I want clarity on. It's there. And even though my fingers have a tendency to show the energy field around the physical self, it is there within. In the heart center, we have a portal. And if I was able to show you how this portal looks like, it would be just a door you open and you enter in. And some of you believe, well, if I enter my physical body, I'll see my organs. On an energetic level, you see another dimension, and this dimension is you, where you feel completely one with all the energies you are able to connect with right now. Even though the idea of being all these energies can feel overwhelming, remember, you won't connect to energies that your body cannot hold. There's so much more to come. So why don't we, you and I, open the heart center portal, enter in, and see what's on the other side, which in the end is to see what's within, what is everywhere around, what is accessible to us right now. So you can see for yourself how this new era will activate you. Let's do this. I will count from 3, 2, 1, and at 1 you'll be within. 3, 2, 1, now. It's time for you to see, and you do not need my guidance for that. We will remain silent for a minute or so. So you're being shown what you need to see. Let images, sounds, feelings, information, words, or emotions to come to you. For those of you who might not feel, see, sense anything, well, grab a pen, grab a piece of paper and just write. Any words, anything. Ask questions. Start the conversation. Let's do this. And as you receive your unique personal information, guidance, vision of your next steps, your body's already processing the information. You may feel it, see it in the background or in the foreground. Your body, and it's at a cellular level. You feel your cells vibrating to that frequency, as if you had turned on the volume a little bit higher, and suddenly there's an energetic ripple moving through the body. It activates the cells. It's like, oh, we're being awakened now. Okay, what's happening? Oh, information's coming in. All right. And as your cells, which of course impact your organs, your nervous system, everything that you are, when these cells are activated, it creates a wave of change, of recalibration within the physical vessel, the body, and codes are opening up. Codes. Codes are pockets of information that have been anchored in your vessel. You chose this. And they're only revealed when the time comes. Right now, you are in a phase where new codes are being activated. Tarakpai karnihor, berkar nicht nicht poruch, vertarachnu, dik, shirt, nacht, joroch, nicht, daar, juchti, daar nicht. De krak ich sestera yatada warade yo de kari nanarete sayesheran yoko. Today's experience is to trust yourself. This is the message they want to share with you. Trust yourself. We do not need to consciously call upon the higher self, call upon the angels, call upon the light beings, call upon whatever you may usually call upon to help you enter in that state. Today, it's just you and your infinite self. And feel how it feels. Limitless. Codes activated all the time, but now you are aware. You feel, you sense, you take the time to feel in the body what is being unlocking in words now are coming through. They're telling you right now what you're activating. Just listen and see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Trust, trust. It's not a mental concept. It's a visceral, it's an energetic feeling. We are so many light workers going through a similar process, all wondering, is it really going to happen? Is this real? Or am I going to find my way, my voice, my mission? Yes. As we gather our energies, we are strengthening the frequency's clarity, so what we receive is, of course, clearer for each one of us. Thank you. You are not closing the door. This is an ongoing awareness of what you can achieve. Usually we close the door, we say thank you, we return. You will return to the physical self in the next seconds. But we're leaving the doors open because this is the next era. Light embodiment, where the light flows through you 24 hours a day, all the time, in your every mundane 3D activities. We don't stop to channel. We don't take time to recalibrate. It's happening now. Yes, sometimes we might need a little push from an external support, but right now, and you're invited to observe this definitely more in the next 48 hours, both aspects of yourself, multidimensional and earth selves, are working together. They always have. But let's say that the multidimensional aspect of you is becoming louder and louder. You're invited to observe. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release through the mouth. Feeling deeply connected physically to our planet, to your life, to what creates your reality, the people you love, yourself, your physical self, your past, your present. You are aware and you know they're connected to another aspect of the self, the multidimensional self. You feel it in your heart. You're invited just to rock your head from side to side, to maybe stretch a little bit, moving hands, moving feet, and open your eyes when you're ready. And tell me how it was for you, how you felt. Take your time, take your time. They wanted all of us to at least receive a few words. I'm convinced some of you have received. Kelly, so happy to have you here on Facebook. Peace, exploration, divine right timing. Yay! Love this. So happy you're here. Everyone else, Facebook or Zoom, tell me. What came up for you? What came up? I'll just share what I received just to get you going, not because okay, yes, coming. Yeah, that was powerful and deep, Lisa says. I received abundance. Of course, I received more stuff, but for me, the blending, the merging of the higher self and the earth self felt like void. That's my perception. This is what I was ready to receive. Instead of being bombarded. Hello, Eugenia. Bom dia. Instead of feeling, and it could be different next time, like receiving like a lot of light beings, galactic beings, information. As soon as I connected, I was sent to a place of void. And void is not negative. It was peaceful, silent, and I felt immense. And when they were sending us words, abundance came a few times. And trust, it felt really good, really good. Anyone wants to share something about what you guys received? Rochelle, super powerful. Rochelle on Facebook, trust divinely held and protected. Wonderful. Like when I read your message, your comment, Rochelle, and it's not just because of you, it's because I think it concludes a little bit the experience. It's like I shiver because we're starting to embrace this divinity, inner divinity. And the hardest thing is to feel it every day. It's really to feel it every day. And even though they're telling us through today's message, you're connected. You always have been connected, but now the light is the light which brings you the magic, which brings you the trust, the belief, the positive beliefs, the hopes, the visions of a brighter experience on earth. It's there. It always has been there, but it's more powerful. It's really the beacon of light lightworkers need when they feel distracted by the turmoil of, the recalibration light earth is going through. Sorry, I'm still in the emotion. It feels like super powerful. So we're just at the beginning of this era. We heard about it. Many times, years before this moment, but we're in it. And to summarize it, it will take a few months for most of us to understand that we are leaving behind an aspect of humanity. It will take courage for us to say, I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of this belief, this concept. I'm building my own inner belief system. And everything I believe in is connected to my heart center. So it's to support your expansion. And I will use this to help others. Keep this as the main frequency. This is the light. And it's pouring onto us continuously. All the time. Stronger and stronger every day. The question is, do you see it? Do you see it when you drink a glass of water and light is in it? Light is even more powerful than before in the water you drink. If you're asking me how, I don't have any a scientific concept to even explain that. It's just what they're saying. And it's also your ability to feel the intricate components of the water. That's an example. It could be something else for you. It could be just gardening, it could be anything. It's more than what we see, because this is the third dimensional representation of water. When the light is infusing codes in the water and you ingest it, you drink it, how does it activate you differently? Same thing with the air. This is how we're invited to see life. The magical aspects of everything we felt was granted because described by science to have these molecules, this physical representation. It's beyond this. But we have to stop and consciously feel like today's experience. If you stop for a minute, it could be fun, exciting, or it could be, wow. It's how you want to feel it. It's how you welcome the experience. So let me read. I love when you guys are sharing stuff. Okay, Brooke. Wow, that was amazing. I felt an expansion of my capacity to sit in the unlimited self of the one. It felt divine. Yes. I saw myself gathering communities, lighthouse, beacon to bring magic, hope, joy, support to people. That's lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah. This is the mission. This is the of course, the core mission of Lightworkers. But when you feel it in your body and your visions are taking you to take actions, that's the next step. Anyone who feels the magic, everyone who feels the energy as a reboot, don't stop it there. It's just a momentum. It's just the ignition, the key turned on. Don't turn it off because we are ending this conversation. Keep the motor running. Keep the engine going. The fuel is unlimited, meaning you can receive, there will be so many other opportunities to work together, but you also on your own, to channel on your own, to see what's happening in your town. Continue to fuel yourself, but keep the engine on. Keep the vision while your eyes are open and you move on into your everyday life. So whatever you receive as an image or many images, how can you manifest it in the real world? Don't let the image, dissolve into the ethers. It will come back anyways, don't worry. But help yourself, make it real. Okay, let me continue. That's so exciting. I received endless golden light magic. I am that magic in forest, in oceans, in void, in multidimension. Trust, peace, love. My mission is to embody this immense golden light and live it through all that I do every day. It was amazing. I traveled through golden wheat fields surrounded by enormous trees and all turned gold. Oh my God, that looks good. I don't know why I wanted to say it looks yummy. I don't know. I want to bite into it. All turned gold, then dived into the void. Yeah, the void, huh? Maybe we met there. And then the sea, there's more and more. And I'm more and more. Yes, yes, yes. Nilam, red crystal chamber before I went through the portal of the heart. Then murkiness, lack of clarity, told to bring light through to clear what was still held, to clear out emotions and also physical stuff in the heart meridians and cardiac system, and all organs fed by cardiac system. The emotions are also from the ancestral experience, and I can clear consciously now. Oh, that feels good too. Also told about light language, understanding what is said, embody the values in the light that I wish to shine out of me. Beautiful. Martine, something about being the mouthpiece of a group. That's interesting. That's a kind of a nice insight. You can write about it. You can, I'm looking for you, Martine. Yeah, you're on my screen here. Yes, write about it. Let it continue to feed feed this group of beings. Yes, I kind of received it like that. Yes, there's something in common. I will read on Facebook as well. Jennifer, beautiful as always. Thank you. Fully activated and powerful. Jennifer, I know your magic. Embody it. The world needs you. Yes. Richelle, super powerful. Yeah, I read you already. Sorry. Eugenia, a lot of validation and understanding of my own process. Deep emotion with tears, and then golden light, love, and I saw myself on a throne for you. Okay. Do you see the common thread here? I see it. Let's focus to the whole field. Being on a throne, leading a group, being all that is. Do you understand that as a group and even individually? But remember, your individual expansion expands the group and vice versa. I hear mission embodiment here. You might not have all the steps yet. That's something you can decipher on your own. I can help you with this. But when I hear this, being on a throne, we understand its leadership. And being an important piece of a group is leadership, is trusting that what you have, and I can tell you right away, it will never be clear. It will never be fully clear. No. Even when you think you've mastered it, new light will come in, new mission. So that's what they want us to do. Embody imperfection or accept imperfection and accept unfinished clarity that renews itself on a daily basis. But leadership, yeah, Nilam says leadership. I saw a hub where we are all connected and therefore are all leaders and part of the group. Yes, that summarized perfectly. Nilam, you are a wise teacher. Always have been. That's your energy. But yes, it's true. It's true. I don't want to add anything else to this. I want you guys to feel it. The new era is all about that. Just be mindful between now and mid-September. You will learn to work with this energy. Try to remember this. This will be available on YouTube and in the Facebook group. Return to it. Reactivate yourself. And at the same time, you don't need to return to it. If you remember, it's already coded. It's memorized in your body. Just remember that you do not have to have a contract that states your mission clearly. It would be outdated within a week or so. Learn to trust the invisible, because the invisible is becoming more and more visible, unlocking more and more layers to us. I hope you loved and liked the experience as much as I did. Every time we seem to unlock more and more information, which is wonderful. And again, if those of you or some of you are interested to just refine, go deeper into this experience, I invite you just to book a call with me. I can understand that it's hard to know, what kind of container would be the ideal for you. Right now, I have 3 containers that are open. It will probably change in a month or so. One-on-one work, audio support, weekly audio support, activations and forecast, or video support, pretty much like today, twice a month, energy forecast, recalibrations, interaction, asking me questions, one-on-one work, all this in 3 different different vortexes. Anyways, ask me questions. I'll be happy to invite you in my world. Until then, sending you all my love. See you very soon on social media, I'm pretty sure. Bye for now. Sending you all my love. It was great seeing you guys. Bye.